Okay, last profile of the night, okay? Infernoids, 60 card.
With grass.
With grass.
grass.
Because it's at 3 in OCG.
So I just want to tell you guys something, okay? The last, no, not about the last 3 rounds. The last time that there was a ban list, okay, a certain card got hit, and that card has always been very near and dear to my heart, and that is that grass, okay?
That ass, brother.
That ass, okay? So
Grass.
So
That
this was
grass
the
look
first
greener.
time since that happened that I'm able to play a 60 card deck.
He
And-
nutted on me.
And this version
I
of
didn't
it,
consent.
to be honest, this version of it is my personal favorite. I just want to give a shout out to the Infernoid Underworld Facebook group, guys. You guys gave me a lot of good ideas, which has helped me make this deck. Thank you very much, guys.
Let's get into the deck
Let's
profile,
go.
boys. Let's go. Main deck first.
All right, main deck. We're gonna start with the monsters. We got the Big Daddy,
Got Big Boto Nunku.
Anunku. You guys know what he does. He is the dark hole basically of the deck. Okay. We got his wife, Deviati.
Lil
Heavy
Dicky
Storm.
Deviati.
We got their first child, which is a Tondel, double attacker, as well as a DD Crow
I
effect.
think he's like the disappointment of the family.
Then
He's
we
got
got
like that underwhelming effect.
we got the twins, the second born, which is Sightsmiths.
Pretty sure these things are like machines that just don't have children.
You're probably right, but this
What
is
do you
my deck,
mean?
bro.
Look at it. Look, yo, what do you mean? Look, you see that tail? That's not a tail. That's a dick, bro.
Hey, they came from Cleforts, okay? You know?
That sounds gross. They're
Yeah, Gerald
machines.
came with Cleforts.
Anyway, this guy, he attacks, and as if he destroys a monster,
At the end
And
of the
sends
battle
it to the grave.
phase.
Yeah,
At the
and
end
it's
of the
sent to
battle
grave.
phase.
you can banish a
Which
card.
means it sucks against pendulums.
Because it doesn't get
Wait,
its effect.
no. Only a Tondel sucks against Pendulum. As long as this guy attacks and he stays on the field, he gets his banishment.
Oh, the
back.
other one.
And it
Oh.
is non-targeting banishment, by the way.
So as we were saying before, Tondel's the gimp brother of the group.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Then we got their cousin, Sajet.
Shit.
He only has one purpose. He is
DD Crow.
No, he is a feast target, basically.
I see.
We use him when we want to,
Your feet target.
That's all he Feast.
Feast.
Alright.
He only uses someone who wants to eat ass.
Oh, you're
Alright.
right. You're right.
Yeah, you
That ass is
yeah,
greener,
yeah.
brother. That ass is greener.
All right. Going into the small guys, okay? We got Petrulia.
Bro, why you gotta tell him he's small?
Going into
Bro,
small guys.
going into small guys. Bro, hold on. We get the preference master right here. The small guy. Oh shit. Okay, just ignore
All right,
that.
this guy's the MST. No, he does not negate though.
Bruh, what you mean? Okay, just continue.
Parmadic.
Or my dick. No,
Bro,
I'm good, bro.
Bro, this is on fucking sexual contradiction on legs, bro.
He's the monster popper. That's all you can really say about him. He also has
Yeah,
a
he's Harmadick. He's a Harmadick.
MVP of the entire deck. Always has been, always will be Decatron.
That's not the MVP. Fucking Snow's the MVP. What do you mean? Get the trash out of here. Fucking
All right, guys,
little-
that's all the Infernoids that I wrote.
little
Okay?
Down syndrome
Now we're
triplets.
going into the Lair version of it. Okay, so we got double Diabolos.
Bottle.
I like him because he can't be targeted, can't be tributed by opponent's monster effects.
How about we tell him a little story about what happened in
All right,
game
guys.
2 of round 1.
So I had this guy on the field, okay? And the pendulum player that I was going up against, he made that big guy named Zifrani or whatever the hell his name
Zifrath,
is. Whatever.
Zifrath, you know,
Yeah.
big dick 3450.
He's a pretty big guy, but he's not bigger than a snow effect.
Listen. Every man has a weakness, and that bitch is thick, okay? Shut the
Yeah. All right, guys,
Okay.
moving on. So then we got into 3 Arima. I do not play terraforming in this build,
even
so
need
that's
to.
why I play him. He has multiple purposes. Of course, he can search for the field spell, as well as get me a draw, as well as search for Diabolos, depending on the situation.
As well as being the only card he hits with Monster Gate.
It is true.
Also,
he has seen a
you
lot.
can also have this as your only card in hand, normal summon it, effect to draw one, and draw into fucking Diabolos.
and summon it.
And summon it.
All right.
Fucking bust.
And of course, his sister, Lilith, okay?
Bruh,
So-
she's on thought. I'ma just put it out there.
Okay, so my favorite combo with this one, okay?
Don't even fucking start with the Eradicator virus shit. Don't even fucking
Okay,
start.
maybe it's not the best to go into. Anyway, David's MVP of the deck, the one, the only Fairy Tale Snow. It is
Fairy
that
Tale
one
Snow.
in the OCG because in OCG they blame her for the problem, not Grass, which is
Yeah.
the way it should be.
No, it's not. This is not the way. This is not. You do not know the way.
Moving on to hand traps, triple gamma
Oh shit.
and a driver. Okay. I do not run any other hand traps in there. Why? Because it interrupts with my milling
Brother,
and my combos.
brother, tell him how many times you drew the drive.
Okay, I saw more Driver than I saw Infernoids some days, you know? Like,
Oh, you saw Driver more times than you saw Grass against Jimmy.
for real, bro. Like, the Driver loved me,
Out
bro.
of 6 games, he never saw grass once.
Bro, that's some depressing shit, my cousin. I must tell
It
you.
might have been greener on the other side, but we shall never know, bro.
Yeah, the causes of the grass.
Listen, bro, we cannot discriminate against the
Alright.
Discriminates, bro. Alright, moving on from the monsters, we're going into the spells, okay? Void Banishment. I would say that this is probably the best Void spell card there is. It's our Searcher, but it also has other effects that a lot of people don't use, or at least don't talk about.
Bro, there's a lot of shit I wouldn't want to talk about in this dance.
I like this particular one. It actually helps you get past nightmare boards sometimes because you can actually do a non-targeting banishment. All you got to do is take a Noid, attack into one of them, utilize the effect, banish both, and then at least you can break the U.
Ooh.
You know, and it does other things too, but that's what I've used it for. It's one of my outs.
Ooh, tell him.
Void Imagination. That's what brings out the Grandma Tiara.
That's a fucking woman?
Yeah, Tiara.
You're right. Shut up.
It also will lower them to level 1. So if this stays on the field, I can bring out more than just 2 Noids because
Yeah,
everything will be
busted.
considered level 1.
It's just busted.
However,
You inflict like half damage.
yeah, but you only inflict half damage.
No, it doesn't
However,
even matter.
if the monsters came out from Void Feast, their level does not change.
Because it has
stays.
to be, really?
It has to be how it was originally.
Oh, nice.
And then, of course, the only reason why I played this deck, the card that I have missed, and that a lot of us have missed, triple. That grass looks greener.
No
Yeah,
left
he
arm
definitely
offering,
missed
by
it
the way.
in the last 2 rounds.
I missed
Bro,
it in the
bro,
last
listen.
round.
Okay, listen. This man with the spicy tech. Just drop it already. Show that next card.
All right,
The
a little bit of
spicy
spicy deck. I don't know if I call it mine, but I
Bro,
like
let
it.
me explain something to you. This man, game 1, I make my board, activate slash draw. Motherfucker mills 2 grasses, and then he already had a grass in hand. It was stupid. Oh.
So guys, the reason why I run slash draw is because I think like the perfect situation would be if I were to grass and then have slash draw while they already have cards in the field. Why? Because then I can recycle stuff, leave the Noids, take the spell cards back or whatever else. It also allows me to put Deviati and Nunku back into the deck in case I want to make one of my spell cards alive again.
This is correct. This is absolutely correct.
The other good thing about OCG is that this card is at 3. I don't have 3. I probably do. I don't know where they are. Anyway,
I don't think you
Monster
should run
Game.
this at 3.
I don't think I should run that at 3 either.
I think you saw it
this
too
card
much.
more than he saw grass against
Bro,
me.
you know why solid proxies as well.
Yeah, I tell you, bro.
Yeah, they bend the other way.
Yeah, I know, right? Judge stacking.
Judge,
You know,
thank you.
so I don't know if I would leave this at 3. It's good when you have Lair or monsters, but I don't like how much I saw it.
Maybe two.
I would adjust this probably.
Probably
and then
1.
of course, the 1 reasoning.
Which I never saw at all.
I never saw that reasoning at all, bro.
Bro, when you're reasoning, you call fucking 1 and it's sort of remo.
There's really only like 3 normal summons, so
I
yeah.
know, right?
I'll call 6
Monster Reborn.
What the f-
Never saw it. 1 for 1. Never saw it. Oh wait, no,
Really?
that's not true. I saw it. No,
It's
no.
against me.
Of course, the
God.
field spell that kind of brings it all together, Lair of Darkness.
Bro, the shit is busted, bro. Just get this shit banned already.
Allows you to tribute off your opponent's monsters once. Also will give tokens when you do so.
Yeah, to the turn player, by the way.
To the turn player, yeah. Alright. Along with the reason why I run the Gammas, I run Triple Called by the Great. Why? Because Ash kills me.
Does it really?
Ash Blossom will kill me, even though it's only at 2 in the OCG. It kills
Listen,
me.
what if you reasoning, right? They ash that and you just grass. What happens?
What do you mean?
What happens? Do you just win?
Kind of.
Yeah, that's
Why
what I
would
thought.
you reasoning instead of grassing?
Oh yeah, exactly. To bait out the ash so they don't think you have the
I
grass.
would just grass.
And then they ash it.
No, I'd grass and then I'd reasoning.
Yeah,
You're right.
because grass you get more if you activate that first.
You're right.
Alright, that's all the spell cards, folks. We're gonna get into the traps now.
Well, David likes those.
Shut the fuck up.
Personal for
wait,
me.
yeah, you're right.
For me, personal MVP wasn't good for of course my last 2 matchups, which was the same guy, but I liked it in all my others. Eradicator,
I have
which
one
is
thing to
at
say.
3.
Just fucking kill yourself.
Granted, he did this against me and I had an E-telly.
Yeah,
So I
but
just
he chained it. Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm winning
yeah.
this game.
Some feels bad, man.
Yeah. So this one here, we all know how valuable spell cards are in this
Yeah,
game.
I want you to know, I want you to die. Like, just stop playing this card.
As you guys can tell by the salts, okay,
Bruh,
this hit
tell
him
me,
pretty
tell
bad.
me how I draw fucking Mare, fucking Destrudel every game, right? And then the one game I don't, I draw the spells, the starters. Never Eradicator spells.
Nobody loves you.
Oh man.
Bro, you already knew that. Why you gotta put it out there?
Alright guys. Last but not least, probably the best void trap
Big
ever
Vocal.
made.
Big Boto Void Feast.
Void Feast. Okay, so a lot of different combos you can do with this. Of course, the typical is Decatron, Sajet, you know, just to make your negate board.
Dicka shit.
And that's pretty much it for the main board. We're gonna move on to the extra deck.
Oof. All right.
You're not going into like 2.
Getting into it.
I know.
All right, so the grandma, the one we spoke of, Infernoid Tiara.
Oh, the G-MILF.
What the?
The board breaker, if you will. We usually use 6 Noids to make her, okay?
Brother, she a thought. I'm gonna just put it out there.
It's fine, it's fine. Mill 3, send 3 from the extra deck, so 3 pops on the field.
No, what is your
And of course, how does she get the pops? Because we send these 3.
Allahu Akbar.
Yes, you guys know her as Natis.
The titties.
Ooh.
That's all of our fusions, okay? Then we're gonna get into the synchro.
Unban her
Omega.
grandfather.
Omega lol.
Omega. Never made it. Decided to go into other things when I had the opportunity to do
Same
so.
TBH.
It's a 1.
Diabolos. It's also at 1. Yes. Diabolos. Not Diabolos. What the hell is his name? Beals.
What the fuck, brother?
Beals.
Diabolos, by the way.
So this is like the best card against Cosmo.
Yeah.
But
You never made it?
No.
I kept drawing Kaiju.
Yeah. He kept Kaijing me, so you know. But I
Oh.
like making him because I really don't have another deck that can run him, and because of Lair, now I can run in my favorite deck. So that's why that's in there.
You played it in Draco.
What do you
No.
mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, you summon your Reaper and sync.
Oh, yeah, it's a Dark Tuner. Good
Ah.
shot.
Oh!
We've
Oh,
learned something
you-
today,
you
folks.
out- you out the-
You didn't know that?
When you out Beals with Beals.
All right, folks. Now we're gonna get into the link. Okay, Master King Archfiend. Because everything is fiends, so we can go into him real easy. Good for OTKs, whatnot. When we don't have, only when we have Lair in the field, though.
Yeah,
when we
boy.
don't have Lair, we go into Doolittle Chimera. Easier OTK.
Can you get
Very,
ahead?
very simple.
Yeah,
Didn't go into
boy.
any links tonight.
Yeah, I
Let's
can
see.
attest to
Then
that.
we got a little bit of a nightmare. Okay, we got Phoenix for back row, Cerebus for
Alright, if you have a goblin, I'm
special summon
gonna
monsters.
fucking slap you.
No, there's no goblin
Okay,
in here.
Good.
Proxy Dragon. Why not?
What the fuck?
Link Spider. Why? Because we make tokens.
Why?
Underclock Tika. Yeah, sure.
What a proxy dragon.
We're working on it, you know.
What the fuck? brother?
Decode Talker for OTKs, and of course the newest edition. Took me a while to get this, but finally did.
Summons
And
Wizard.
that would be Link Karibo. Crap, I
What the
missed.
fuck,
Took
brother?
him a while to get it because you have to wait for the structure deck.
Pretty much, bro.
Poor boys, poor boys.
Alright, guys, that is the extra deck.
That was dumb.
Now we got the motherfucking side deck of the heroes.
So
Which is-
first of all,
Don't give a shit about your tokens.
I
They're
give a
literally
shit
just
about
a
tokens.
They're the torment tokens. Wait, why the fuck do you have so many of them?
Why
What the
the-
fuck? Okay, you bought 5 structure decks, guys.
Yep.
No, 6 structure decks.
You actually got 3 from me.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so instead of Kaijus, I decided to run Lava Golem because one, if I put it in, it's not going to get summoned off of Reasoning or Monster Gate, so I decided to go with him.
I'll just go Sphere Mode.
The stream mode sucks.
Yeah, I didn't want to run Zero Mode.
Yeah.
All right, triple maxi, obvious reasons. This is OCG.
Not
this
main
is what
deck,
we
by
do.
the way.
Not main deck. Why? Because same reason as why I don't run Kaijus.
You know what's special summon?
Triple dark hole. Okay. Board clearers decided to run 3 of this over, Kaiju Slumber.
He sided it against a Cosmo player and didn't think it through.
Yeah, didn't quite work out.
Like a body.
Dimensional barrier. I ran this one because okay, let me say this. Okay, the Cosmo player, as aforementioned, was talking a whole lot of stuff throughout this entire program about Shadal. So I put this in just in case.
This is baiting
Mind
you.
games, bro.
200 IQ right here.
2000.
But you know what?
2000.
This isn't a bad thing to have in there because honestly, I did use it up against the Pendulum player. It worked out.
You didn't even do anything. I just didn't have cards to do anything.
Sure.
You called D-Berry a pendulum, and I'm like, okay, I don't have any fucking pendulum monsters anyways. That's fine.
Yeah, I just have a Destrudo.
I just have a Destrudo and a Mare. I couldn't even summon the Destrudo because I didn't have any monsters of fucking normal.
But
summon.
keep in mind that because I run Lilith, this is completely searchable for me as well. So if I needed to.
Oh, true.
Which is also the truth about the last 3, which is triple evenly matched.
What the
Didn't cite it in all tournament.
No
Didn't
need
have a
to.
need to.
Yeah, it
honestly.
sucks in this.
Yeah.
So,
Our meta game, at least.
to be honest, guys, I made this last minute, but it did well for me. Noids has always done well for me, not all the time, but most of the time. I love this deck personally, guys. You still recording? You good?
Still
You know,
going.
when it comes to this game, guys, so often we get so caught up in, what's best and what's gonna win and whatnot. And I've loved this deck from day one. It's the first deck, like the first semi-competitive deck I've ever built, and that's what this game is all about, guys. Anyway, that's the last OCG deck profile of the night. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And until next time, don't forget to scoop the end phase.
I summon my Egyptian god cards. Fuck your Infernoids.
Get shit on, brother.